How you guys doing again? This is Stan Bates from T-Shirt Shop. So here today in the shop with my nephew Amir. Now I got a question asked me. Do I think that a 13-year-old this is something that a 13-year-old could do? They wanted to get their kid making money and interested in something to make money. The answer to that is 100% yes. But I believe the way you get each kid interested is going to vary based on the actual kid. So in this case, my nephew used to call me every other weekend for $50 to get a game. And my niece is also somebody that's hands-on. They're actually back here behind me. Her and my daughter are back there. But today I gave Mir a valuable lesson because he was the most interested. Now everybody wants to make money, including my daughter. She's about to get a job she applied for, and they pay $10 an hour. Today she told me that $10 an hour, money is more important than the lesson. And the lesson my nephew got today was, how long did we work? How long was the actual job of work? How long did it take?
About 2 to 1 hour, or 1 hour.
We already did the math. Just answer the questions loud. So it took how long?
An hour.
How many shirts did we print?
42.
And then how much money do we make off of those 42 shirts that we printed?
$247.
Now, that's $247 in an hour's worth of work. Now, it took us, we've been here for probably since 2 o'clock. It's now like 5 or so. And I was doing a lot of stuff. I was doing some other stuff before we actually started printing. But it was exactly 30 minutes of press time for shirts. And then it was 30 minutes worth of cleanup and setup and burning the screen and lining it up. Now, my nephew has a starter kit, which he has to start vinyl, but today I spent the time teaching him a lesson to really teach him what the big picture is. Now, I also told him that he needs to start small with what he has, and he'll get to the point where it's still a lot of money. It won't be exactly this when he starts, but it will start to add up. The orders will get bigger, and I just wanted him to see the big picture today, and I think that's important. So we printed 42 of these shirts, and it was broken down into different colors, but it was literally 26 minutes of press time. This shirt was, I think we did 6 of these in 3 minutes, and then we did white shirts. We did 26 white shirts in 10 minutes, and then we did, I think it was 8. I think it was 8 minutes, and then we did like 9.
I think it's 11. 11 sports line.
All right, so here's the actual breakdown. 6 baby blue shirts in 3 minutes. I charged them $7.50 a shirt. The cost was $209 plus 20 cents of ink, so that was $5.21 in profit. And the total profit for these shirts were $31.26 in 3 minutes. We did 25 white shirts in 10 minutes for $7.50. Those shirts cost $1.90 with the ink, 20-cent ink, so it was $1.70 for the shirt. That's $5.60 in profit per shirt, and the total profit was $140 for that 10 minutes. The black shirts were athletic shirts. It was 11 of them. It took me 13 minutes to do those 11 shirts. I charged them $10 a shirt for those. They cost me $3.10, and the profit was $6.90 per shirt, and the total profit was $75.90. So again, that was 26 minutes of press time between burning the screen, setting it up, him folding the shirts, and now the cleanup of the screen of the job. We made $247.16 to be exact in 1 hour of time. So now, here was my nephew who wants to play games. I don't know if this will reel him in, but when you start to talk about money and you can go to work for an hour and make $10 an hour versus you could go to work for yourself and in this case make $247. Now I told him there's other things that go into it, but just see the big picture. I just want to get the kid, my nephew in this case, just get the kid interested, figure out what they want. They want money or they want things. Explain to them. Our daughter wants her feet done, her nails done. Explain to them, okay, you want this money, how much does it cost? You want a game, it costs them $50. Okay, well, how can you get that $50? In the case of you getting them a vinyl starter kit, which is if you have a kid, you invest $1,000 into them, you get them, you kind of maybe force them to learn, but what I told them was, make what you like and your friends will buy it. And, you know, I gave him a little, hey, who's the best football player on your team? Let's make him a shirt, and then he makes it, and his teammates are going to want it. And the light, you can see the light bulb start to add up, you know. Hey, Carlos, he said his best kid's name Carlos. We're going to make Carlos a shirt, and we're going to say, Carlos, I'm going to give you this, but if anybody asks, it's $20 or it's $15, whatever I say, $20. So now Carlos has a shirt, he's playing ball, his teammates going to want it, et cetera, et cetera. So you really get to just get the wheels turning in his head, and that's all I wanted to do today, is to get the wheels turning. And I mean, honestly, that's how. So if your kid's interested in things, them things cost money. You got to be very, very specific. What is it that you want? You want games? How much a game costs? $50. Well, if you print 4 shirts, you can make $50. You know what I mean? So that's my advice if you want to get a 13-year-old or a younger kid involved. And it's going to start. So, you know, you spend that $1,000, that's going to be a year to 18 months, you know, 12 to 18 months of time for them to start to get the things going. But I guarantee that if they make it, their friends will like it, it'll start to kind of trickle over itself over time, and really the kid will understand and start to see that I can make money doing this. And if they, whatever their motivation is, you just got to figure that out, because in football, a coach told me that once you have a kid put it down on paper what they want, you can always dangle that carrot over their head. In the case of football, if a kid tells you he wants to go to the NFL, you can make him train harder, and when he's not doing what he's supposed to do, you can say, well, hey, you want to go to the NFL, and this is what it takes. So, hey, you want to make money, this is what it takes. If you do these things, this is going to produce money, but you also have to show them the result of what it is that they're doing. So now, we just got to get them going. So that's the lesson for the day. My nephew Mir, we'll see what happens. You know, he go back to Atlanta at the end of next month. I'm going to make sure he understands how to work his vinyl kit and price it and do all the stuff that he needs to do with the vinyl to kind of start the business and get it going. But again, if you ask me, should you get your kid, you should invest $1,000 into your kid and then cut him off. Don't call me asking me for nothing else no more, bro. They ain't called me since, but they ain't made no money because they claim they couldn't understand how to use it. But from now, it's go time. And I'm going to make sure they have everything they need to do it. And we're going to post the story. So as of right now, we're $1,000 in a hole because I told them they're going to pay me back for my $1,000 once they get the money to start going. And then also, my family pitched in. So I want to make sure the investors get paid back as time goes on. So, you know, it's very, very important that they understand that when you do it. If you want to, you can just give it to them, but I just feel like you got to motivate them in a different way. And, you know, hey, we're going to get you this. You can make your own money. You need to pay us back, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's a good lesson in life and in business, and it's one of the things I wish I was taught as a kid. So, this has been Stan Banks with T-Shirt Side Hustle. Are you ready to work?
Yeah.
You motivated?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace.